Welcome to the Sensual Feminine Life podcast. I am your host, Jen Bagaiski, where I will take you on a deep dive into your own life so that hidden, hurting parts of your soul can be healed. This is a podcast about love, sex, pleasure, and relationships. You will learn how to feel safe, to truly love and connect with your body. Surrender to the desires and hungers of your soul and step into the beautiful, sensual, feminine, sexy, and powerful woman you were created to be. I believe deeply in my soul that sexuality is the missing key in personal growth and development. It is time to toss away all of the nonsense you have been taught about these taboo topics and heal your relationship to your sexuality. You can eliminate shame and guilt, own your sexy confidence, feel incredible in your skin, embrace the depths of exquisite pleasure, and have the deeply connected relationships you truly desire. Grab your cozy socks, pour yourself a glass of wine, get comfy, and let's get started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of the Sensual Feminine Life podcast. And today's topic is around the concept of forgiveness and letting go. And this topic was actually inspired by a challenge that I did. And I last week decided that I was going to record and post one of my songs. Many of you know that I am a dancer, but I am also a singer-songwriter as well. And I have been wanting to do more with my music for years and keep putting it off. You know, we all have something that we want to do that we put to the side for whatever reason it may be. And it came up again, and I said, you know what? I'm going to record a song and put it out there and basically said, now I'm making myself accountable for doing this thing. And so over the past week, I was opening up to what song do I want to sing? And the song Forgive and Let Go just kept coming into my energy field. And it was the very first song I wrote. And after I recorded the song and went to write the post on it, it made me remember how I wrote the song in the first place. And when I looked back, I realized that I'd written the song 14 years ago. And just knowing that in my head was a wild thought, because I've always been a singer. And to have thought that the first time I wrote a song was 14 years ago, and then the next time I wrote a song was probably about 6 years ago, that there was such a gap in time from when this happened. And I want to share with you a little bit about this story and some of the thoughts that have come up for me recently from this experience. So I had just moved into my new home in Naperville, and my son was just born. And I remember a girlfriend and I went out to an event. She let me borrow a book, and the book was about a woman who was trying to connect with her dad in the afterlife. And I remember it was so powerful and touching and moving. And I wanted to write my friend a thank you note. And as I sat down at my laptop to write it, I couldn't find the right words. Have you ever felt that? Like you want to say something, but you don't know the right words to say. And I remember shutting down my laptop, closing my eyes, and just saying, God, like, my dad's alive, right? Like, I don't know the words to say. And it's like, who is there supporting me and watching out for me? And it was what I would call my first meditative experience. So at this point in my life, I had not been focusing on meditation.
And this was literally the first time I'd actually meditated. And I didn't do some sort of practice, right? There wasn't some specific thing I followed. I was just so heartfelt in what I was feeling and was so connected with spirit asking for guidance. And I remember seeing and feeling my grandfather's energy, my dad's dad. And he had a message for me. And the message was forgive and let go. And it's interesting because over the years, I have dove deeper into this message. And when I heard this, I was like, okay, I hear that. Now, what am I supposed to do with this? And then over the course of the next 2 days, the song Forgive and Let Go was written. And it's interesting because there's a piece of it that was for me, and there's a piece of it that I thought was for my dad, because my dad and his dad had a very interesting relationship. And I think that I kept saying to my dad, I'm like, this song was for you. I got a message for you from grandpa. And he was like, what are you talking about? It's no, no, no. I got this message that I'm supposed to give to you from grandpa. And it created some really interesting conversations and experiences with my dad. And over the years, I have taken this song and I've sang it in my women's circles. So if anybody who has been to my home when I used to host them in person, it's very likely that you may have heard this song, over the years. Um, and I can also remember being involved in some church activities